second. Right, good evening everyone, and welcome to round 7 of season 7 of Torpedo League, and we are here in the Netherlands for the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Or I guess it's the Dutch Grand Prix, round 7. If you missed last week, you missed a cracker of a race actually in Hungary. It was a very exciting Grand Prix actually. And if you didn't miss it, you can check out the results on the Instagram page. And to spoil the results of that race, Tyler Davidson in the McLaren, who's not here today, unfortunately, took first place. Avoiding a retirement, which is not ideal. That was Tim going actually exactly a 10th slower than Liam, who's currently in provisional P1. But I've actually got quite a lot of Dutch drivers today, for some reason. I don't know why. I think after English, I think the Netherlands is the second most popular nationality amongst the drivers of the Torpedo League. So you have quite a few Dutch drivers, and funny enough, it's 3 out of the 4 Dutch drivers. It's 3 Dutch drivers so far out of 4 out of that set of time so far. Robin currently provisional pole with a 1:10.840. P4 last week here in Hungary. Really, it's going to be a solid race for him, and maybe he'll be looking to maybe get his first ever podium and his first ever win. Who knows? Who knows? The times are being set across the board. Jake Marsh, a 1:11.1, and Jackson, the man second in the championship, currently tied on point to the championship leader Vesto, who's on that right now with a 1:11.57 and 11.5 as well. And Vesto dived into the pits. So yeah, unfortunately, as you can tell as well, I'm commentating on my own. Unfortunately, Clint was unable to make it, but he will hopefully be back next week for the British Grand Prix, which will have a second sitting race. But enough about that. We'll focus on next week. We'll focus on the now. And we'll go on board with Juan Hernandez, our Season 5 champion, rocking that new Ferrari livery, that yellow Ferrari livery, the temporary livery that's going to be in the game. Was it to celebrate something? Celebrating something. I forgot what it was, the exact reasoning for it. But celebrate something, and yeah, the livery, of course, temporarily in the game. For how long? I'm not sure. A month, maybe? Sort of takes me back to the time when the Red Bull had their white livery that was temporarily in the game. So he'll be looking, him and Jackson will be hoping this Ferrari livery brings them some good luck across the coming races, because you know Jackson recently lost the lead in the championship, and they didn't have, well, he lost the lead, but he's still tied on points, but he's now in second place in the championship, and they didn't have the greatest of Hungary races. I think they finished P7 and P8, if my mind serves me correctly. I hope it does. So they'll be hoping that this new livery will propel them back to the top again, give them a bit of luck as we head into it's a really heavy, very tough part of the season. For the word I'm looking for, but it's a very good, difficult part of the season now. The races, was a Mercedes, thankfully goes things on, just about moves out the way of them. No one. This one, and so far the lap looks very solid. He goes into sector 3 now. This corner, I apologize to the Dutch fans, I don't know the corner names, I'm really bad with that kind of thing. But he's going to come around a nice banked hairpin kind of corner. Of course, DRS is not around the hairpin like he did in real life, it's after the hairpin, the corner, I should say. He goes exactly 1,000 behind Jake Marsh, and he's up into P3, he goes into P5, ahead of his teammate as well. And yes, he does need a good result here, Juan, to try and get back in the championship fight. He currently fares on pole, provisional pole position at 1:10.697. He needs a good result here to get back in the championship fight too. Let's see, there's anyone else you can board with. Love track limits. I love track limits as well. I'll go by, because saying love track limits is going to be very inconvenient throughout the whole of the session. I'm just going to call him his first name, which is the scene. Just to clear things up. I'm not going to say love track limits for the whole session, for the whole session. So we'll call him Nassim, this is his first name. Nassim, so far, looking very solid. Purple sector 2, apparently. I believe he might be Dutch. I think he's Dutch. I don't know. Maybe he may not be Dutch. I don't know. We have a lot of Dutch drivers, though. Currently not a Dutch driver on pole. Oh, takes a lot of curb there. This is a strategy there from Nassim. He's going to come around this final corner, and he's going to open the DRS. I don't think the lap will be good enough for pole position. It'll be a 1:11, maybe. Oh, no, it's a 1:10.9. I underestimated him. And he goes into P3, joining his teammate Robin in the top 3. So far, Red Bull is having a good qualifying session. Now Lewis is going to start his lap. So I'm presuming he was on a push lap already. And then he had to abort it, so he's going on another push lap because he saved up his ERS. The man that Alfa Romeo took his first win in Mexico, and he spun and he's out of the session. Rear left tyre off, and I have absolutely cursed him. Like I cursed Juan last week, now it's Lewis this week. I can only apologise for that, that is very unfortunate. Now Lewis, the man third in the championship, is probably going to see himself lose a couple of positions, and that is not an ideal way to start the weekend. I heard I think you were struggling with the setup in time trial, so it's going to have to be a recovery job. And this is with music to the ears of Jackson and Avesta, who are currently 1-2 in the championship. Their nearest rival is now out of this session, and this is an absolutely gold opportunity for them to out-qualify Lewis. But there's still 9 minutes to go, so anything can happen. We'll go on board with Tim, not going to his surname. One of the two Tim in this lobby. Go on board with Tim in the Mercedes. Now here's home corner 3, 2 tenths up. So far, not a bad lap from Tim. Oh, a bit of understeer there. So keeps it on track. Doesn't take too much curve, doesn't hit the curb on the inside. Takes a bit of curb on the outside. But so far, it doesn't look like it's affecting him too much. Of course, some of the curves on this track. Oh, goes on the grass a little bit and he goes in a bit too wide there. He's going to lose a bit of time. But yeah, the curves on this track can be very deadly. Some of the curbs, not all of them, not some of them. So if you click the wrong curb, then it is curtains for you. This curb is fine. He rides up very, very well coming through what was formerly known as the Audi S. I don't know if it's called that anymore. If there's any Dutch fans watching, please let me know. Oh, and he's lost it. He has lost it on the curb, and that's one of the many curbs that can catch a driver out. But he's somehow managed to not hit the wall. So my hat goes off to you, Tim, for not hitting that wall. And he's going to dive straight into the pits. Let's see who's on a lap. 190 is going to start lap. We're going to go on board with Jake as he finishes his lap. The man is in McLaren. He's going to finish the lap. Who's going to go into the pits there? He's going to go into pole position. It is a pole lap. Provisional pole lap for Jake. 1:10.608. Jake Marsh hasn't had the greatest season. Actually had a race ban last week for... I'm not going to explain why, but he had a race ban last week, so he's back. There's a statement lap so far, but Fairs is currently up on his own time, so Fairs will be back in pole position. Doesn't clip the curb on the inside, so he doesn't catch him off guard. Dave, what is the curb? I know there's a bit of oversteer there, I'm not too sure, but it should be. Oh no, it's lag. It is lag. Okay, so 1:10.428, and he goes back into provisional pole position. And with Lewis out, Jackson struggling to break into the top one, into the top 3 maybe. It's a good chance of Fairs to actually eat into that championship lead. But again, still a long way to go. As Jake is going to come to the pits, Robin in the pits. Many drivers in the pits. This Nassim is on an out lap. Anyone else? 190 is going to finish his lap, and it's a 1:10.9, and he goes up into P5. 6,000 there to Nassim. Actually, he's going to start his lap, and he of course selects the Alfa Romeo through very, very nicely. Seb coming around the bank, final corner to complete his lap. He's going to open the DRS. Will it be an improvement? I think it will be an improvement, but it's not going to be enough to see him move up a position. It's not enough. It's a 9/10 improvement, but not enough to see him move out of P11, and he stays in P11. Numero 1 through the LDS now, saying his first lap of the session in the Mercedes. Who kept their win streak alive, courtesy of Vesta and Williams, who was a reserve at the time. He's going to come around the final corner now. He'll be hoping for a better race this weekend, or this Wednesday, compared to last Wednesday. Geez, I'll be able to commentate better. And he goes across the line. It's a 1:12.044. Let's go on board with the Vesta, the championship leader, the new championship leader. 2 race wins this season, and a 3rd place as last week. That was a bit of a scary moment there. That may have been lag, I have no idea, but he manages to keep it on track. We'll big him up anyways, as Avatari very much moves out the way of Apollo Aston. But Avesta, currently Champions leader, 2 race wins and a podium last week in Hungary. And he'll be looking to extend that championship lead, especially seeing Lewis out and Jackson not having the best qualifying session right now. Avesta's going to come across the line. It's a 1:11.1, so he's behind Jackson. He is behind Jackson, so this is very, very interesting. The 3 championship protagonists currently 7, 8 and 9 right now. So this is very interesting. They're not having the greatest qualifying session, those 3 are. Of course Lewis is out, so very, very interesting. Anybody else on a lap? Let's see. One is not on a competitive lap. Tim He's not on a competitive lap. Vesta is on a lap, but he's run out of ERS. Fairs has left the session. I hope he's able to rejoin because he has invites as well. Steering angle there for Vesta. Ooh, goes a bit. Oh, good save of Vesta. He's pushing the limits there. Goes all the way on the curb, and that's going to cost him time. Yes, it is. Jackson's going to start his lap. We'll go on board with Jackson. Let's see what he can do. Not too long left in the session. Yeah, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the session. So we're coming up to sort of the final runs now. It's a short lap, so if you make a mistake, you'll be able to bail out if he needs to put on a fresh set of tyres. But so far, looking like a good lap from Jackson. The Ferrari teammate currently in P5 into the 1 minute 10s, and he's in the 1 minute 11. So there's not too much. He's a team behind the teammate by 10. There's not much in it between the two Ferrari drivers at the moment. Currently, they lead the constructors' championship as well, so it's not all bad, but they need a better result for the driver standings. Both of them do. Either way, he's 2 tenths up. So this will see him actually jump up ahead of his teammate. He can maybe challenge Liam, who's in P4, and maybe Robin, who's in P3. I've got no idea. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Is that is a McLaren? Oh, Jackson making a slight error there. And the pressure's got to him somewhat. He's going to dive into the pits. Yes, he is. He's going to dive into the pits, and that's Jake. More's on the lap. Oh, I can invite friends now. Get in. Whoosh. Right. Apologies. Oh, he's already in the vehicle. Never mind. Right. Okay, so that's Jake in the pits. I don't think really anyone this season have come across the line. No, he's he saying a lap? No, he's starting a lap now. I'm just an idiot. And he says he's the only one on a lap right now, and he's taking the curb too much on the inside, and that is a lap ruined. He's going to board that one. Luckily, he's got enough time to sort of restart his lap. Slow down, build up the battery again. Let's go on board with Ferguson. He's finally returning in the car after a few races of absence. Straight through turn on Tarzan corner. Doesn't take the curb inside, which is the right thing to do. Not using the curb on the outside, which is what we've seen a lot of drivers do. So he's losing a bit of time there now through this. It's a very, very tough hairpin here. Of course, the drivers in real life take a very wide line, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but in this game, you take a very tight line just because, you know, physics in this game isn't compatible with the physics in real life. He's always going to run a bit too wide there. Sector 2 split 50.9 takes a lot of curb there, which is quite a popular tactic as there's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go left in the session, so we're really coming to the end of the lap. We're coming to the end of the session, so these are the final laps. This is where all the pressure is. Fair's still out in pole position, and he's currently in lap as well, so we're going to go on board with him. Trevor Sin doesn't look like he's going to move from his P16, P15 I should say, and he'll be in P15, yeah, so 113.1. Fair's on lap, and he's got the AlphaTauri Apollo Aston is right behind him, and Aston, I don't know if he's going to make it round. I have a lot of hesitancy that he'll make. I'm a bit hesitant that he'll make it round. I don't think he will. He might be able to make it round, but we'll go back and forth with Fairs anyways. Robin goes up into P2, the 1:10.061. That's a very good lap there from Robin, the Dutchman. Good lap of getting past Jake Marsh, but it won't be enough for him to go in pole position as Jake Marsh is going to start his lap now. That's a Williams currently in the wall there, as Jake's going to start his lap now. As we'll see Fairs, is Fairs going to be up on this time? No, he's down this time, but he's got enough time anyway to... He's got 20 seconds, he's got a Ferrari behind him of Juan Hernandez. This is not going to be great for Fairs, but Juan is not going to be happy, but I think it may actually, this might help him, the slipstream, to be honest. So Juan Hernandez could be benefiting a little bit as Avesta's retired from this session, but he's not going to improve. Where's Juan Hernandez going to go? It's a 1:10.761. That's only P6. Wow. That's only P6. So that may have cost him in the end. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Juan thinks about that. As Jake is currently up on his time as well, Robin is not going to improve at all as everyone's retiring from the session. Now Vesta only in P10 and Jackson currently only in P9, so the championship leaders not going well at the moment. Jake, is he up on his time? He's up, but barely. He's not going to be enough to put him on pole position. It might be enough to see him pass Robin. And there's a Mercedes facing the wrong way. He's crashed, and that is Formula 1, so he's going to start in P14. Make that P15 as Robin retired from the session. You've got yellow flags everywhere. As that is Nassim up to P4. I completely missed that. Jake, is he going to go into pole position? It's not pole position. Oh, instead of improvement either, and he stays in P3. So it looks like Fairs are going to have an easy run as yellow. Liam is not going to improve. Yeah, looks like Fairs is going to get pole position. A bit of an anticlimactic end to the qualifying, it has to be said. Smolly is in P13 now. A bit of an anticlimactic end, but Fairs on pole position for the Dutch Grand Prix. Once again, it's a pole position for Alpine. It hasn't been a while, but I think for the first few races they were all on pole position, and now it's another one for Fairs. So he'll be hoping that he can convert that into a race win, seeing that Jackson, Lewis and Avesta all have had poor qualifying sessions. So, Fairs on pole position for the Dutch Grand Prix, and he's got Robin on in the front row. So we have a Dutch driver on the front row, the Dutch Grand Prix, which is fantastic. Jake in P3, Nassim in P4. Sorry, Nassim in P4, Liam in P5, Juan in P6, Tim in P7, Jackson in P8, Lewis in P9, Avesta in P10, Evan P11. Aston P12, Smolly P13, Seb P14, Newman 1 P15, Treverson P16 and Blaze, Tim in P17 and last, who didn't settle up. As there is rain for the Grand Prix, and thank you to the drivers for not telling me that. I love a bit of surprise. I was not expecting rain at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how long. I don't know how long the rain will last. I don't know if it's going to be a four-way race, a complete dry race. I don't know. As I presume this looks like very much intermediate weather. Now, it's whether it'll be intermediate weather for the whole race or whether it'll be intermediate weather for, I don't know, 10 laps, 20 laps. This is a 36-lap race, so this is only going to add to the race time because, of course, you drive slower in the wet. There's no points for guessing. Everybody done intermediate tyres, and the start is going to be interesting as well. I urge the drivers to be I urge the drivers to be focused on just keeping it clean. is yeah, we have intermediate weather. I don't know how long for. So this is going to be new to me. It's going to be new to whoever's watching. There's not many people, unfortunately. It's going to be new to everyone. So it's going to be a real challenge for the drivers. I mean, a lot of them are kind of struggling on the formation map right now as it is. Oh, and that's Jesus. No, that's Smolly struggling a lot. So 2 wet races in a row. Hungary was wet last time, and it's going to be wet this time as well. Hungary was dry to wet to dry. So I'm hoping this would be good if it was wet to dry as well. If it was wet the whole way, then it was going to be very, very challenging. As Bears is lagging so much. I can only apologise for that, viewers. Is that a Robin? Is that actually Lewis currently? Gone all the way to the the grid slot. He's wants to be lined up very, very early. I don't know what benefit he'll get from this. He's going to do 360. That is fair enough. Does he get tyre wear for doing this? I don't know if that's a strategy that I'll be doing, but I'm certainly going to penalise him for it. He didn't do it properly. Well done, Lewis. Do appreciate it properly at least. Anyway. Everybody's doing 360s now, which is fine. I think I'm on with that. Going to be very, very challenging starters. All the drivers are now lining up in the grid. Hopefully they will keep it clean as best as we disqualified from the session. That doesn't matter because he's pretty much at the end anyway. I think that's an avatar of Aston who's gone really, really... Yeah, he's gone sort of... He's aiming, very much pointing his car to the left. Very much pointing his car to the left. There's all the grid is lined up. And the lights are going out. 3, 4, 5... Nope, the lights are going out now. And we are away for the Dutch Grand Prix. Looks like a good start from Fairs. Yep. Oh, Jake looking like he's bogging down there a little bit. Yep, Jake is definitely bogged down a little bit. Liam trying to go around his outside. And it doesn't quite work. And that is Lewis round. That is Lewis round. I don't know what's happening there. Should have cut to the shot. But Fairs managing to stay in the lead. Jake really bogging down in the start there. And allowing both Red Bulls. And that's Liam out the session. And we have a virtual safety car. I'm to Liam there. I have absolutely no idea. But as Liam out of the session, and that is Seb without a front wing, and the safety car is out. Oh, that is very unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Very, very... A bit of a chaotic start there. Saw Lewis round. Oh, that is a shame. One of the many Dutchmen out on lap 1. I'd be fuming. I don't know what happened there. I'm sure he's not going to be happy. But Fairs maintained the lead. Nassim jumping up to P3 and Tim up into P5. Well, Jake had a really bad start. As yeah, you can see the intervals there. Jake losing 3 positions off the start. A bit of business strategy. It's going to be basic on stop. So Jake losing 3 positions off the start. Yeah, he's not a good start. Tim really going with the gravel there. He needs to be careful. Tim making up 7 positions. These are the real winner here. With Jay losing 3 positions, Evan losing 1 position, Lewis losing 5 positions as a result of being, presumably he was spun. I'm going to presume he was spun. That is Smalley diving into the pits. He does the speed. And I'm going to say Fred Sin, of course, diving into the pits, and Seb is going to be diving into the pits as well. Coming out into the weekend, and we're going to have fresh intermediates. So, under the safety car, lap 1 safety car because of Liam unfortunately crashing out. Fair still in the lead off the Grand Prix. Get a decent start. Oh, that is Robin nearly losing it there. He's got to be careful. He's definitely got to be careful of that one. his fares is lagging so much. Good luck, Robin. Good luck having to deal with that because it is quite weird seeing. That. And Juan Hernandez up into P4 as well, so he's had a good start as well. Vesta up 3 positions, so interesting starts there for everyone. There's just something to wait for the rest of the pack to catch up with the safety car. Looking forward with everybody else. That is slowly catching to black and safety because just wait for Trevisan and Seb to. And that's Trevisan for some reason hitting again, and he's going to lose because I don't know what he's doing. That's Robin. Yeah, Trevisan in the pits. Hopefully this doesn't mean this. Oh, maybe he didn't change his front. Maybe he's just going back on the same set of it. I don't even know. Hoping that the safety car comes to the end of this lap and they can catch up, but it probably looks like we're going to have one more lap, which is not ideal, but what can we do? What can we do about that? Nothing, which is fine. So, what's going on in the intermediate tyres? There we go. So, here's the running order, the intervals, which will obviously matter a lot more when we actually go green flag racing, as the rest of the field is caught up, apart from Trevisan, who are on board right now. So yeah, it looks like he's not going to catch up, so it looks like we're going to have one more lap off the safety car. So for the drivers to get warmed up, get used to the conditions for another lap. And then we can go racing, lap 3 of 36, so we're going to have 32 more racing laps, hopefully, without any safety cars. As that is Jake really dropping back here for some odd reason, I don't know why that is. I expected to catch up any second now. Right. So now we have everyone at the back of the pack, so we should have one more lap, providing nobody pits. No, Jake does. Okay, I don't know what has happened to Jake, but he's in the pits. Did I miss anything? He's changing his wing. I'm guessing he broke it on the back, and that's Trevisan with a penny for collision with Smalley. I don't know how this is happening. Did I miss anything with Jake? I'm going to check it up. It doesn't look like any collisions with anyone, so I'm not sure what happened with Jake there. But anyway, he should catch up pretty quickly. Luckily for him, he's going to go to the back of the pack, but I know Jake's got the pace to catch up to that midfield, that is for sure. That looks like, oh, what are you guys doing? So just stop fooling around under safety cars. It's in this lap. Oh, careful, lads. Don't want to get any unnecessary penalties by fooling around under the safety car. This is where we're doing everyone. Just get to the back of the back. So the safety car's coming through the final corner now. So Fairs is currently lagging quite a bit. Again, I can only apologise for this. He's not really great. I can only apologise. So if he looks like he's making a mistake, then it's just the lag. He's gone. He is gone. Looks like he's caught out Robin a little bit there. Juan Hernandez, by the way. Is he going to make a move for P3? That's in 1 5 seconds time. Penny for ignoring yellow flag. We can very much ignore that. Oh, Juan Hernandez trying to go around the outside. Can he get a move that up into P3? He's battling very, very hard. Oh, he doesn't. Good defending there from the scene. Very, very good defending there from the Red Bull. That is number 1. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's going to have to catch up to the back of the pack somehow. Because, yeah, there is a bit of a gap between him and Smalley and all that. So for some reason there's quite a few big gaps. Oh, Juan Hernandez down the inside there. Is Tim going to make it through? No, so Juan Hernandez is wasting absolutely zero time at all making moves here, and he's up into P3. The man from Spain. The Canary Islands, I think he's from. There's Mimla 1. There's no front wing, no Brendan, he's got no front wing. Meanwhile, the gap out in front, 1.2 seconds. Fares to Robin, so he's flexing his muscle. Robin is in P2. One is looking like he ran in a bit too deep. A little bit too deep there, but he managed to keep it on the track. He's sparking away too, which is interesting that he's sparking. Fair start up to going through. Trying to go to the right, but he doesn't make the mistake. Vesta in P6 as well. So Vesta having a quietly, it's a good, a very good recover up for now. Looks like he's very much struggling there. Again, that could just be me in the lag. I have no idea, but it looks like he's very much struggling there. That's Seb, that's Smalley round, and he's down in P14. Coming to change front wing, and he'll be hoping for a safety car, and that is love track limits. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's now down in P8. He's still in. Has he got a wing? He's still got a wing. I don't know what's happened to him. But he's still got a front wing, and he's got Evan all over the back of him now for P9. So that's freed a few drives out in front. Now the gap is 7/10 of a second between Fares and Robin. So Robin now closing. Looking very confident as Robin. He could potentially challenge for his first Tour League win here. It's Evan trying to go past the seam. Oh, the seam defending his absolute hardest here. To keep ahead of Evan. Evan going around the outside, which could be disappearing now as it turns to the inside of this corner. Oh, the seam is still hanging on in there. Oh, and he's managed to keep in front. Oh, Evan used ERS. I mean, they both will use ERS. The seam protecting the inside line here. As you go through turn 1, that is Smalley making a mistake, and Evan still can't get past. This seems going to be a great source of frustration for him. Smalley is DNF. So is that on track? Oh, it's another safety car. No, as Tim is out as well. Tim is out as well. We've had 2 retirements in the space of about 5 seconds. We now have the safety car. Mimla 1 is, I'm sure, happy with the news because his race is saved again. As that is love track limits, he's gone off the track. And that's going to promote Evan up into PA. Oh no, yeah, it's going to promote Evan into PA and Lewis into P9. So Nassim was doing very well to begin with, but now struggling a lot. Let's see. That is fair. It's looking like he's going off track, but not actually going off track because of the lag. Again, I apologise. I can't do anything about that. Safety car way to pick up Fares. You can see it after the hairpin. As Lewis is going to dive into the pits, presumably change his front wing, maybe? Because weather doesn't look like it's improving. Although it looks like maybe there is less raindrops, but it's on a set of dry tyres. Lewis is a madman, but I respect him for it. That is a crazy strategy. So that confirm. I mean, I don't know if that. Does that confirm to me that it's gonna get dry at some point during this race? Lewis is absolutely crawling. He's absolutely crawling out there. I don't think this is the right strategy for. Look, I might very well be wrong. I don't know, but. It definitely looks like a struggle out there on those, especially in the set of cars that will not fire up as well as the soft or the mediums. Now, if it does stop raining, then Lewis will look like a genius. But if it continues raining, then he's going to have to pit again for a set of Vinters. It's an interesting strategy call there from the Scotsman. We'll see how it pays off. But yeah, the rain looks like it is decreasing, so it is going to be dry tyres. Struggling to go full throttle there as well, you can see from the indicators. Yeah, everyone's staying out on the set of intermediates. Oh no, he's staying out, so this is an interesting strategy calls there. Very, very interesting strategy call there from Lewis. I don't know. Can someone tell me if he... Maybe someone can tell me, is Lewis on the right track or is he just completely insane? Because this looks like an insane strategy call to me. Now if it stops raining, then... Okay, he looks like a genius, but I just don't see... Oh, Scott nearly spinning there. I just don't see it, Lewis. I really don't see it at all. Especially when he's vying for a championship, these are the calls he can't really afford to make. No, I think luckily for him, I don't think the safety car will come in. So it's not too late for him to actually go back on the set of intermediate tyres. Especially when you can tell Scott is very much faster than him at this stage. Yeah, he's definitely intermediate. It's definitely intermediate weather, for sure. But yeah, I think luckily for him, I don't think the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. So... it's not too late. It's never too late. Oh, he's struggling so much. It's never too late to change tyres, Lewis. It never is never too late to change tyres. Because if the rain is getting, maybe it's getting a lot less, a lot shallower. Because Mimon is caught up to the back end. He's probably confused as to why he sees a wild output rail on the hard tyre. And to that, Brendan, I say I'm confused as well. I really am confused as well. I think Lewis will have to pit. I don't think it's worth staying out, especially with everyone else staying out on intermediate tyres. I don't think it's worth staying out on hards. So does Lewis stay out? He does stay out, so I don't know. Inspired strategy calls there from Lewis. Very inspired. I hope it pays off for him, because that would be really funny. Anyway, he's now caught up to the back of the pipe, so I'm eager to see his progress through the field here. Still very much raining. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Trying to get as much heat as he can in those tyres. It's going to be a struggle. I think he'll get overtaken by Scott and Brendan fairly quickly. And the safety car's in this lap, so we're going to have restart number 2, and Fairs are going to be leading restart number 2 as well. So he managed to ace the first one. I think he'll hopefully manage, well, hopefully for his own sake, he'll manage to ace the second one as well. As you're ready to get underway here in Zandvoort, you can see Lewis very much struggling. Fairs lagging quite a hell of a bit, so he's not going to be easy for Robin to overtake him. But Fairs has gone. And again, I don't think he's caught Robin by surprise here. Juan seems to be getting good starts, but Tim all over the back of Juan Hernandez in the Mercedes. Can Tim maybe go for the move? Juan blocks the inside. He's going to try and go around the outside. Definitely brakes a lot later. Oh, Robin brakes late as well. Oh, Juan Hernandez is going to go for the P2. Robin with a rare error there. And he's going to potentially lose. Oh, Robin's gone down to P5. Robin with the one small little error has caused him to lose 3 positions there. He's down to P5. Not great for Robin, but Juan Hernandez. Oh, the real beneficiary, Tim. Oh, Juan Hernandez is out. Oh, he's not out of the session. That is Juan Hernandez on the gravel. Looks like contact between him and Tim. don't know what happened there, but that was a lot of contact. Now he will need a safety car because he has got absolutely zero front wing. Oh, but it stopped raining now, so I think if Lewis, Lewis's strategy might pay off. Now, will Juan Hernandez go straight to a set of hard tyres? That is the question. Because there's no rain now. Now, will he go on a set of hards just to sort of maybe take a risk? If he goes on a set of inters, he's going to lose an extra pit stop. So he could take the risk on hards, and Lewis is still sort of struggling at the moment. Because that's Robin, that is Jackson, Evan getting past Jackson, and Robin getting past Sylvester. There's Jackson is going to dive into the pits. It doesn't speed Jackson. Is that Sylvester going down the inside of Robin? It looks like it is. Sylvester's got no wing. Again, I don't know what happened to Sylvester, but he's got no wing either. Or maybe he has a wing. No, he's got no wing. And that's going to see Apollo Aston going to go around the outside of Sylvester, but Sylvester's not going to make it easy. He's got no front wing, but yeah, he's got absolutely no chance. Apollo Aston, more downforce. Lewis on the set of hot. Jackson is going to go on a set of intermediates. As that is Evan up into P5. He didn't have a lot of hope. He didn't have a lot of hope heading into this one, but he's somehow up into P5, and that's Nassim up into... No, he's not up into P... Does Nassim up into B6 now? Nassim is up into B6 now, yes, he is. Sylvester bravely trying to hang on. Funny enough, Juan Hernandez is bravely trying to hang on as well. Jackson also won another set of inters, which is a very, very interesting strategy call here. Very, very kind of crazy race, but Robin has found his up to P3. Meanwhile, Fairs is just... as Jackson has got past Lewis, so that's an indication of how well the stride tyres are working. Meanwhile, Fairs is having a kind of lonely race, but he's got Tim. He's not over a second behind him, but it's not too... The gap's not too big. These are the far end of the Grand Prix, and the championship leaders are faltering at the moment. That is all after Nassim and Vesta entering the pit lane. Are they going to go on a set of dry tyres? That is the question. Yes, they are. Vesta's going on a set of mediums. No, Vesta. Nassim's going on a set of mediums. Vesta's going to go on a set of mediums as well? Or a set of inters. So he's going on another set of inters. Juan Hernandez has decided to stay out with no front wing because that is clearly faster than a set of dry tyres, apparently. I don't know how. Aston Martin currently 5 and 6 right now, so they're having a good race by their standards. Jake being able to carry a lot more speed through there compared to Seb. Jake had a horrible start and he's in P7, but if we get past Seb, we'll be up into P6. Oh, he's going to go down the inside here. A bit of contact. Ooh, that was a bit aggressive there, but he got away with it. It's Forever Sin trying to go down the inside of Seb, but Seb hanging on the outside there. So this battle's going to continue though, Seb getting a better exit there. Everyone is now all over the back of Aston for P4. There's another fast lap going to 119.830. In a race full of carnage, he seems to be the only constant right now. Currently in the lead. Evan going to go around the outside of Aston, and he forgot his name for a second there. He's going to carry the speed, and it's going to be a good move from Evan. Oh, Aston's going to fight back. Evan has to have the inside line for this corner. Aston's going to try and go around the outside, but Evan, it looks like he's going to get the move done, or is he? Oh, Aston's really trying to hang on in there, but the line is just converged, and Evan is up to P4 after a good few corners of side-by-side action. Very clean and respectful driving, which is what we love to see. Evan is up into P4, and surely it looks like, Jake Moore with the fast second one of the Grand Prix. Surely it looks like it's going to be dry tyres now. Or if you look at Love Track Limits, no, he's still struggling. So it's not dry tyres, so that is why Juan Hernandez is deciding to stay out, because he wants to go straight to dry tyre without having to pit again for inters. He could be as now. It's Forever Sin on the back of Seb. Spares fast after Grand Prix at 119.5, so the times are improving. So there is track evolution. Robin with a 119.4. He says the fast after Grand Prix. He'll be looking to rectify his error. That's Apollo Aston, Jake Marsh to the fast lap of the Grand Prix. So that times are dropping. Apollo Aston is taking the risk A bit of an unnecessary risk if you ask me. Should have just stayed out. Going to set the hard tyres, and that doesn't look to be the right call. So the dry tyres, people are really struggling. You know, if you look at Nazim, then you know, yeah, Vesta's even going even faster. So yeah, the intermediates I think still are the correct tyre to be on. The track is taking a bit of a while to dry. Still in P1 at the moment, 1.5 second gap, so the gap is, like I said, constant. And that is Jackson getting past Apollo Aston, so the intermediates are still faster. Oh, and that is a Vesta making a mistake on his own there, really. As Fair's diving into the pit, so probably is time for the dries now. Because Tim enters incredibly slowly. Yep, time for the dries. Tim is going to go on a set of medium tyres. Fair's on a set of hards, Robin on a set of mediums. Evan coming in as well. He's going to hold up his teammate Seb a little bit as he speeds into the pits. No, Seb, come on. Everybody going to set his time for the dry tyres. Yeah, that is Aston. Coming through on the straight. Where is he going to come out? He's going to come out in P7. So he's on the. It's just about what Jackson is on the 7th intermediate. Jackson doesn't pit, which is very interesting. Of course, his teammate as well, Juan, who had no front wing, so he decided to go straight. He decided to drive a few laps with that front wing, which is very interesting. So Vesta is in for hard. Oh, and he's spun. Has he got wing damage? I think he may have gotten away with that. So. Fair's electing for a set of hard tyres, and Tim's on a set of mediums, so the mediums should be faster in theory, but the hards will have better sort of. Oh, that's love track limit who is retired from the session. There's a manual retirement, so no safety car should be coming. Oh, he's left the session. No safety car should be coming out, thankfully. Yeah, that is the battle. Jackson is, oh, that is not good for Jackson. In the day where the championship leader and Lewis are currently scoring no points, this is not going to be it's not a great weekend for our championship protagonists, it has to be said. That is Jake struggling. Has he got some sort of wing damage? Jake is into the pits. Oh, and he needed one to the back of Jackson there. Good stop there from Jake. And Apollo Aston sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix, and Jake does have wing damage. I don't know again if that was a collision or that was just his own error. So Jackson's going to come out in P10. So currently he'll leapfrog Aston to lead the championship by 1 point if the results stay the same. Lewis fast lap of the Grand Prix. Back to the front, Robin, actually now within a second of Tim. Tim is closing into first, so this race is not over yet, not by a long shot. Over by a long shot. Robin looking supremely good in these conditions right now. I think the mediums, of course, are going to warm up better and they're going to be faster. It could be a good race head to the end of the mediums. I think I would have gone for the mediums as well. Take the risk. Robin 113.8. Robin with the fast lap of the Grand Prix, and that Jackson. No, that's a Vesta round. So he's having a disastrous race at the moment. Both struggling so far, but then again, anything can happen. You know, let's say they've got to change everything. So you have to win soon that one. Back to the front, Robin looking very good as the times, as track evolution is a thing. We're going to see track evolution play a huge part as the time drop. The mediums are going to be a very good race tyre at the moment. So Fair's going to pull out all the stops to try and maintain his sort of P1 here. Robin looking incredibly strong. Could be a chance for Robin to get his first ever Torpedo podium. Him and Tim, both Dutch. There'll be 2 Dutchies on the podium at this rate, but of course I don't want to jinx anything. That is Seb and Aston made a mistake. That is Seb all the way up into P5. Mr. Martin going very well at the moment. Evan will be hoping no safety car comes out because the P4 results could be a fantastic result. P4 and will be a fantastic result for Aston Martin. There's again, at times we're dropping now to Robin in the past have going to be benefiting from the DRS of Tim in front of him. Meanwhile, any other battles going on? Not really. You've got Juan Hernandez all over the back of one here. And this should be a relatively straightforward move here. Yes, it is relatively straightforward. Brendan giving him the space, keeping it safe, so don't have any unnecessary collision. And he is up into P8. Jake Marsh whilst having the Grand Prix on a set of mediums. You know, Tim is slightly close, trying to close into that DRS gap, but I don't think he can do it. He's low on the DRS too. I don't think he's able to. The pace looks fairly even at the moment between the front three, so unless anyone makes a mistake, this could be the final front three. But I think Robin might potentially get P2, and that's Tim Round. That is Tim Round. He's actually managed to keep it. He's managed to keep it out. He's kept it out of the wall. Well, I say kept it out of the wall. He doesn't have any damage. He doesn't have any damage. That's going to see F up into P3. Does Tim have damage? Yes, he does have damage. That is unfortunate for Tim. That is very, very unfortunate. He's having such a good race, but that outside curb has just caught him there. He doesn't have any wing damage. This is just a regular pit stop. Very, very interesting from Tim. Don't know why he did that. I'm surprised he didn't just stay out. Very, very surprised he didn't stay out. Should have just continued on. He didn't have any wing damage. Very peculiar. Very peculiar. So he comes up P9. On a set of halves that will guarantee him to the end. So that's going to promote Evan up into P3, and a very unlikely P3 has to be said. Again, he's going to have to hope there'll be no safety car, and he'll be absolutely over them with him and Seb. Although Seb's penalty means he might get leapfrogged by Apollo Ashton. Trevor Sin, by the way, up into P6. Quietly having a good race for him as well. If he can stay in the points, that'll also be a very good result. Very unexpected result as well. Robin fast up the Grand Prix. He's still pushing. He's still pushing. Hernandez is all over the back of Everson. He's got penalty as well. Let's not forget, as you can see, the sparks flying. Okay, he's being held up by Everson here. Hernandez. It'll probably make an easy move. Everson has got absolutely no ERX, so he's going to burn the remaining ERX he's got left. But it's absolutely no chance of Everson. The DRS, ERS, slipstream, and the medium tyres for the man from Spain. And he is up into P6, but if Everson can just keep it in a straight line, then he'll be all. And he's stopping on the track, presumably to call a safety car, and ah dear. With a safety car. And then we're going to dive into the pits for a new set of tyres. A different set of softs. Hard and Emma's going to come out just behind him, I see. Well, on there. Oof. the safety car can apologies for the radius out instead. Quite a few drivers pitting as well. One of them, Robin, as well, he comes out in P2, leading with the position. Juan Mendes somehow has managed to come down in P3. P4, Apollo in P6, and the time for the hits. And he's going to presumably go on the 7. You know he's retired. Well, I said the car at the start, probably should have silenced, but we're ready to go racing again. Lap 24.36, they should hopefully be, I don't know what these guys are doing, slowing down. Not supposed to be serious racing drivers. I'll take the penalty off, Scott. Don't worry, I'll take the penalty off. Anyway, there's on a set of 8 lap old hard tyres. He's going to go for a restart, and he's gone straight away again. He's gone very, very early, which is not a shock to me or anyone. And it looks like he's been able to catch Robin out. Is the one who's going to dive down the inside. I think he's going to get the move done. Oh, there's a bit of contact. There's Evan is round. No, Evan is round. Evan is now out the point. That is very, very heartbreaking for Evan, as that's Tim and Ferguson battling for P7. I think Ferguson got the better of him that time round. Meanwhile, Fair's getting a very good start, and he's over a second ahead of Robin, who's managed to maintain his P2 just about. From Juan, who's on a set of the faster medium tyres, 9 laps old, but they should still be in good condition. Paulo Aston on a set of 3 lap old medium, so he'll be feeling very confident, as well as Jake as well. Don't rule out Jake, he's had a tough race. But he's managed to claw his way back into P5, and we've got 7 P6. As we said, Lewis up into P9, he's right ahead of the wall. Lewis at the wall, and that's 7 in the wall, and Lewis with a very, very excellent save there. And Aston Martin from at one point being in the 3-4 position are now both out of the points. And that is absolutely heartbreaking, it has to be said. But Lewis with a brilliant save there. However, he's lost a bit of Jackson as a result of that. He's down in P7, but yeah, the gap's still But I mean, Aston is all over the back of one, so Aston, we could be seeing a podium for Aston here. I don't know. This could be very interesting. I hope. I mean, I don't want to be biased, but this could very much happen, and it would be absolutely brilliant if it does happen. It would be absolutely brilliant. That is Tim out of the session. Do we get another safety car? Yes, we get another safety car. Oh, come on, lads. So, safety car. Fairs in the pits. Robin staying out. Fairs is potentially, maybe. Oh, Juan's fed in the pit, so he's thrown away any hope of a good result here. Fairs cupping. Wow, that is an absolute risk for Fairs. Oh, and he's going to be jumped by. No, he might not be jumped by Juan. That could just be lag. No, he's not been jumped by Juan. And Robin now sees himself in the lead of the Grand Prix somehow. Juan Hernandez, Lewis, Brendan on the set of soft. Whoever's going to set a soft as well. Yes, he will. These safety cars are just absolute mayhem. It's absolute mayhem. So Robin, they're only driving the hard tyres right now, so Aston's going to be very much feeling himself to get a good result here. It's a bit of a weird, I shouldn't have said that, that's weird. He's going to be very confident in his ability to get a good result there. That's much better, that's a much better way of saying that. Jeez, sorry. That's very, very interesting. Fairs letting this hit. So Robin now leads this Grand Prix. He's leading the Dutch, one of the many Dutchmen we have in this in the grid today, leading his home Grand Prix. He's going to stay out, so Robin's going to have an absolutely large task on his hands to stay in front of. To stay in front of literally the chasing pack behind. Good luck to him. He's going to have to defend with absolute might here. Very interesting that Fairs has had to go track position. He's in P6, he's got fresher tyres compared to the guy in front of him, but he's also got a bit of lag as well. Jackson has somehow managed to find his way up into P5 here. So I'm going to have another safety car out for another, I don't know who left the session, so we're going to have another safety car out for another lap here. Safety car still. It's going to be a mad dash to the line, it feels like. Everyone on the soft tyres. going to try and overtake the guys who are medium tyres. I can't even predict a race winner because, I mean, this is going to be madness. So, as it looks like the safety car will be in this lap, and Robin is going to have 7 laps to try and defend this race lead, and he's going to have 10 fast charging drivers behind him. Who's going to win this race? Anybody knows, but Robin is going to have to sort of do the restarts. Oh, careful, Aston, you don't want to get too close to him, get yourself an unneeded and unnecessary penalty here. Yep, Robin is still weaving those tyres. Oh, still going. Aston very eager. Oh, and they've spun round, and Robin. Aston has spun him round. I cannot believe it. Robin is down in P11. Wow. I think that's going to be a penalty coming for Aston. I believe. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Anyway, Aston is somehow leading the Grand Prix from that. I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. Now is Evan and Mimla battling for PA and P9. Oh, Evan nearly spinning there. Jackson up into P3. That is Fair's round. Oh, the man who was leading the race the whole way has now somehow gone round and he's down stuck in P10, and that's still battling going on up ahead. Aston still leading this race, but I don't think that win is I don't think that win is as concrete as it looks, as that is Ferguson losing not one, maybe 3 positions. He's trying to defend from Lewis, defending very hard, but Lewis on the soft tyres is going to have the better tyres, so he's going to die on the inside. He can easily go down the inside, but Ferguson's really hanging on in there. This is causing a lot of trouble for Lewis, I must be honest. Lewis, the soft tyres, this is more grip really. Absolute more grip. And will there be a safety car coming out now that Robin is retired from the session? Doesn't look like there is. I think we're going to go green flag to the end. It looks like, yep, 10 reps, only 10 drivers left to go in this session, in this race. One landed with a purple sector 3 there. I cannot believe what I witnessed. And it looks like it's going to be a 4-car battle for the lead. Who's going to? I mean, I don't know. So many people get penalties from this. I have absolutely no idea. Aston is hanging on in there, and he's got Jake and Jackson, who's somehow managed to find a way to get back into P3. The recovery from him has been amazing. The recovery from Lewis has been amazing as well, from his very odd strategy to begin with. And Emma's going to go down the inside. Another forceful move there. We saw, I think, Lewis. No, was it Jake? There was Jake do that earlier in the race, and that is Ferguson round. But he's still going to score points anyway because you know he's in P10, so. Good for him, and you know Hernandez is literally pushing his teammate through, and Jackson lets him go through. Hernandez can still win this race here, but he's got that 5-second penalty that he's got. This 5-second speeding penalty as well. So honestly, the winner of this race could be anybody. I don't know who it is. Lewis set the fast lap to Grand Prix in his Alfa Romeo. Don't know how, and that is Ferguson out of the session. Safety car. Oh, late safety car. Another safety car. Wow. Another safety car. This will probably come in lap 34, so Apple's going to have 2 more laps to defend, really. Meanwhile, I cannot believe it. Mimla 1 is into the pits, fair staying as of up into P8. And this is an absolutely crazy race. And we still don't know who's going to win. Absolutely crazy. Mimla's going to come on P9. Luckily for him, he's got a nice fresh set of softs. So he'll have perfect ties to the end now. So the question of whether the safety car will come in at the end of this lap or the next lap. Aston will be hoping it comes in at the end of the next lap, so we'll have as little amount of laps to defend as possible. I think the rest of them will be hoping that it comes in now. But yeah, we have only nine drivers in this race. I cannot believe what I've witnessed. It's been absolutely carnage. It doesn't look like the safety car will come in this lap. I don't think Mimla was quick enough to catch up, so I think the safety car will come in at the end of the next lap, and that will be the last safety car that we have. Indeed, it will be the last safety car that we have in the race, thankfully. Thank goodness. Is coming to the pits for an even fresher set of softs. Good idea, Brendan. Good idea. So we're gonna have 2 more laps of green flag running. I don't know how this one is gonna end, honestly. But yeah, let's see. What did Scott retire? I'm going to do his lap times. He's qualified. Is he eligible for points? He's not eligible for points, unfortunately for him. If he made it one more lap, he would have been. Paul Aston's going to take the restart for one more time. One more time, not 4, one more time. Safety car in this lap. And we are going to have 2 laps of green flag running. Where we will hopefully... Well, I mean, I don't think we're going to find the winner because I expect quite a few drivers to be reported. So Aston is going to take the field away, weaving the tyres. They'll let you... When is he going to go is the question, and will Jake... Oh, he has gone, and I don't think that's... It's not a terrible restart, especially since Bond is not all over the back, and that has been the one who's got ahead of Fairs. For some reason, Fairs looking like he had a very bad restart there, but it's going to be single file. It's going to be single files ahead through turn 1. Oh, Jake losing the rear end there. Juan is going to try and go for it. And he gets it, Hernandez gets Jake. Jake's medium tyres are very much second-handed. He's going to be struggling. He's got Lewis all over the back of him here. The Alfa Romeo driver. He's going to try and get past Jake. And the gap is 1.1 seconds. So Aston's built himself a nice little buffer at the moment. F1 pulling, I think he will. The soft tyres, but by how much there is a question. He can just carry a lot more speed as that is Lewis. All over the back of Jake, but he's used to hang back. He doesn't make the overtake here. And this is really going to annoy Lewis because we can just see Juan and Aston pull away, but Lewis getting a much better exit from that corner. Jake is going to go on the defensive here. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? I mean, they both break pretty late, but Lewis can just break that bit more later. And Jake is having to concede the position here. This is going to start the final lap. Juan Hernandez has got his drive-through penalty as well, so this win probably will not count for him. So it could be seeing Lewis win this race, who knows? Aston is trying to break the slipstream as we enter the last lap. There's a purple to the free for Juan Hernandez, but he's going to be still behind, and that is fair, saying the fast lap of the Grand Prix for 1:12.745. Apollo Aston doing his absolutely doing absolutely amazing to just hang on in there on his 14 lap obedience compared to the softs of one. The softs is very much working well. Notice that Aston is doing well. He's got no more ERS though compared to Juan. He's got a little bit of deployment still left in the battery. But Juan, you can see the pace he's got. I don't think, is he going to do it? He might wait for the, might wait for that little back straight. I don't know. You can see him, he's literally pushing Aston. Pretty cool. Is he going to go for it here? No, Aston really defending very, very admirably. I have to say, he's defending very admirably right now. As Lewis can see the, oh, there's going to be a bit of contact there. Oh, that's Juan. That is Juan losing the position. Oh, and he's getting caught back. Oh, there's a lot of contact. And it's Juan who somehow manages. Jackson has managed to find a way up into P1. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I think it's going to be a drag race to the line between the two Ferraris. It looks like Juan is going to cross the line in P1. But I think Jackson is going to take victory here in the Netherlands. Lewis is going to finish in P2. Evan is managed to find a way back onto the podium. I don't even know what happened there. That is just madness. So, Jackson, somehow after all of that, has managed to cross the line in P1. Lewis ending up in P2, and Evan with the surprise podium in P3, Jake in P4, 7 P5, Fairs in P6, the fast out of the one, Mimilon in P7, Juan Hernandez in P8, and Apollo Aston last of the finishers in P9, and Brevesin in P10, of course Robin P11, Tim P12, Investor P13, Nasir P14, Tim P15, Smolly P16, and Liam P17, after retiring on the last lap. So, thank you to everyone who tuned in to that madness of a race, and it was madness. I don't know how else to say it. Tune in to our, well, not tune in, follow our Instagram page to see who actually won that race, because I don't think that that race is over just yet. I don't think the results are very much 100% confirmed. So look out on our Instagram page for that, and be sure to tune in next week for the British Grand Prix. We'll have our second of the sprint races this season. And yeah, tune in to what should hopefully be a much cleaner and more exciting race as well. So take care everyone, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.